We are going to have an A approach here and aggression from Frozen. Bubsy will get that first kill, but Karrigan fighting tooth and nail with the USP with the split is absolutely ruthless here, but so are the headshots coming through from the Glocks and the P2000. It's actually going to be a 3 versus 1 now, as Mad Lions will be up against Rops. Now, he is capable of winning these sort of rounds, but he is the B player, and it's going to be a long rotation as he comes in from that A ramp.
Rops trying desperately to find an opening. Bomb down, he's the only one left, 1 on 3, and they were both staring direct.
Rops got a Molotov as well with the Desert Eagle. And that Molotov going down, this actually could get a little bit spicy. We'll see the plant come in behind the generators here. Hunden's low as well. This could actually fall apart. It goes down to the 1 versus 1. Frozen up against Roy here, but he's got a huge advantage with that AK. Wasn't the cleanest of sprays. He got
bit of backpedaling from Mad Lions as they consider going elsewhere. Bomb's been dropped. Shush wants to go for the entry and not have that drop down and be a problem for them. Rops goes wide, finds the second player in line. Shush is able to trade it, but as I said, Karrigan and Woxic were already in position and they make no mistake. Look at the timing right. They're rushing up. They'll close a lot of distance. Thankfully, Karrigan has swung wide. He's pushed back through the smoke on his own, and a second kill, the second of which being the bomb, is massive for Mousesports because now it looks like a 4-2 score, and it is. Frozen's going to sneak around and find Acor.
It's a bit of a fake here, perhaps. He's trying to pull rotations over with one player here. Ooh. He's hitting some shots today, isn't he?
Yeah, he's looking super solid.
Great call from Mad Lions. Like, this is really convincing. That's how you do a fake.
Yeah, I was ready for the bomb to be going down on B, and then it was suddenly there.
That was like, yeah, it was difficult for even us to keep
his way back toward the site pre-scoped, so he's ready to fight. Interestingly, considering the be about now in this round, there's 36 seconds left on the clock, and they're only just approaching. Karrigan does find Shush. Bomb goes down. Smoke still in play. Frozen wants to go up and above, but he needs to be careful on how he does so, because it leaves him open. Instead, though, it's Bubsky trying to get aggressive that gets caught out, and even though they get a bomb plant, Chris is already on the case.
Well, there we have it. It was actually a pretty clean round.
So as to go overlooked, gets up on top of the girders, Hunden down to 1 HP. Tried to put damage back through the steel beam, it doesn't do enough, but he does hit the headshot. Chris easily should have put out that duel on the repeat. Get a good spray from Roy, but it's not enough. Rops gets back in. That's going to go through, do damage. In fact, it takes Hunden down. Bomb never even got planted. They sprayed in to find the early damage. That's a decent setup, but Shush and Bubsky have the other kills in return. So far, there's no containment. In fact, they've gone for a standard rotation. I was fully expecting the flank based on that play, but they elect to go for a straight retake, and so far, they've found the first onto Roy, but it's still a 3-on-3, 31 seconds on the bomb. Kits for 2 of 3. Chris J's the only one without one, and he's on the AWP. Watch for him to try and hold the angles as they go for it. Tapped already. Acor's got Chris and Rops both down. And his positioning is very strong for this bomb.
Yeah, absolutely true. It's up to Frozen now, the AWP, but Shush will close things out there. It's just
quick shots back through this time. Still alive at this point. Usually Karrigan's got him down. It's going to be Roy that he gets instead, but not without the...
At least get the opening frag. It looks like he's so ready for this one. The flashbang is beating a Ruben from his perch, but overall, Rops with a nice swing does open things up. There's the Molotov towards quad. Needs to be careful now. One more tick will take him down. His teammate saves him with the smoke deployment. That's going to be Woxic removed. Remember, Rob's very low HP, 10 to be exact, and that's the B-bomb side open now. But the window, here it comes, very important frag, and Karrigan nails it. Now down to the 2 versus 1, we've got Acor, no sniper in hand, but
it's going to hold the plan and try and get the money individually. He's gone at that point anyway. Does go down before the time, crucially.
Get ourselves to the round number 14, Mad Lions, to save everything they've got for the final one, and you can see Bubsky's already made his way through. You could feel that was going to connect. It's a bit ridiculous, the shot, but Frozen just didn't see it coming. A chance for 2 kills. This is a full eco potential victory here, Matt. They've actually got full access to the A side, but Rops and Woxic maybe arriving just in time. Woxic trying to deny the plant. He knows this is important. He goes down, but he finds the kill in response. Low HP for Acor as well. Smoke starting to be deployed here, and only the Glock for Shush, but it could be enough for a kill. He's in a 2-on-1, finds the Krieg. A slight chance he wins this, but Woxic, too precise, too quick, takes him down.
Quick smoke out to hold Karrigan in position. Big box to play. He's got to swing around that with an AWP. If he does look this direction, though, that's where he wants to cut them off from. He gets Roy, but he can't get the bolt done in time. And Shush able to catch him out in return means the bomb should be going for a plant. Deep Molotovs meant Woxic had to go all the way back towards CT spawn. Just getting in position now, but this is exactly what we talked about from Rops. Finally, he gets a flank in position. Only good for 2 kills, but 2 kills that otherwise might have meant the round was not going in their favor. Now they have a chance at it. Shush and Hunden both sitting alive on 40, mid-40 HP, and they're going to spray in. Chris down, it's low HP for Woxic. All too easy at that point with the smoke on the bomb, and they'll win the half 8-7. So far, though, they haven't got any forward momentum at all because the smokes are still down. Woxic's still on top of the bomb. They'll get the headshot onto him. Hunden, to do so, has the kit, keep in mind. So he's playing close to the bomb. Even if he drops, they'll be able to pick that up. He's going to get on it in the smoke. They're going to get away with this. There's nothing they can do. Roy's got the only kill they needed. Rops is on a flank. It's already over, and he's down. Insult to injury.
In comparison to Mad Lions, who I think are 16th right now. So yeah, I think that's fair to say. We'll see the commitment through the bridge. Maybe a little bit too much of one from there from Karrigan, but he wanted to see if he can put the first shot here. But I don't think they have helmets from Chris J, so he will go down quickly. Frozen responds in kind. 2-on-2, bomb to be planted. Bubsky though, he should be able to find his first kill. Not the cleanest so far, but that's not too bad. 1-on-1 though. 3 kills already for Frozen.
Acor though has him down instead. Knows he's going to want to retreat at some point in time, but there's another person he has to worry about, and Roy running back gave that away. Karrigan's locked himself in now. Oh, okay, that's a bold decision. I was going to say, once he opens that first kill, he could turn back to catch off Acor, but instead he sticks around and gets the rotation.
They've lost track of each other. Good smoke down. He can focus towards the ramp itself at this point. Karrigan surely going to go down to a flick. It's a nice shot from Acor. He doesn't miss many. And another clean round. Well, they've got the 4-on-3 right now. Just trying to whittle the clock down if possible. If he gets our first pick, he's going to buy some time, and even more with the second. Excellent work here from Mad Lions. They're not really missing any shots at all. The creep's looking calm. Rops with a great kill towards middle, but I don't think it'll help him win the round. Shush is already repositioned. Has to be 13-7 as well. Money.
Oh, that's good timing. Or poor timing for Shush, depending on how you want to look at it. He's managed to keep himself alive in that situation. Caught nearly with utility in hand, fully blind, runs back, and somehow gets enough aim and, I guess, composure, if you want to call it anything at that point, to get the kill in return and actually give his team a chance. They stay one man to the good on the retake, but that's changed. Chris J through the smoke is able to take Bubsky down. Shush is still, absolutely feeling the pain, and now he is gone. Chris 2 through smoke.
For that second in a row, confirmed now the explosion, and it will be...
Well, there's one, but there's not enough utility to really look for a set piece, so it's going to have to be picks, and that's what Karrigan gets, finding Roy for
the smoke here, unless he's going for a quick defuse. AWP taking vision away from himself. Oh, I like the idea. Going to go for the no-scope on the side there, vaults up. Unfortunately, though, leaving Shush in a pretty difficult scenario, but he's done very well so far, looking for the third. Karrigan will remove him, but still, that'll
catch Acor off. Minor damage. Woxic's got Hunden to trade off of Rops going down. Bubsky now holding from window is going to smoke himself back in. Flash over, drops down, and fully blind is Chris. Dropped already. They're still on the stairs, which means he has a headshot angle on repeat, but Frozen was ready for the fight.
Enables him to get in towards B, but Roy ready and waiting. He has been excellent in this tournament, down to the 1-versus-1 now.
Frozen's done the same. You'd favor the rifle at this angle and position, but man, oh man, you never know with a no-scope. Missed one round. They've built up enough of an economy. They're starting to get momentum. They can still have a chance back into it. Rops is low on money, mind you. So's Karrigan. He's gone on the round as well. Roy and Acor, the two that started out the last round, start this one the same way. Although Bubsky's going to add to it, and massive damage done. Roy comes back around flawless from Mad Lions. They are absolutely dominating the A ramp at this point. That's pretty cool. He's just listening to where he is, firing down below. Not bad. Hold those angles, but it wasn't executed correctly at all. This time it's much better. Hunden baited him by the AWP. He finds both. 3 men left, and they've won the first map, but it's not an easy task, as we've seen. Mousesports continuing to fight back, and Karrigan does exactly that to find Shush. Bubsky's lost inside smoke, but that means he's also lost to his enemy, and he's going to pop out to surprise Karrigan. Bomb's not in position, and Bubsky, an additional incendiary, is going to force them wide. Hunden through the window, and this one looks to be done. Frozen in a 1-on-4. He's got the first on Bubsky. It would be a heck of a clutch to try and keep this alive.
Yeah.
It's not done. He knows Hunden's outside the window, but he's completely surrounded. And if he fires one way, Hunden's going to push in. Good bait, but that means Acor can re-peek.
Here on Dust 2.
Well, their map choice, and I think they are the heavy favorites in the series. Obviously, Vertigo is a little bit different. This is a fast start toward long. First contact. It is to be efficient. His teammates quickly rotating back through CT. Smokes down. They can do the reversed elevator boost. That's exactly what they're going to do. Good find from Frozen. They don't even need to go toward the boost. They've already got the bomb down. He's found 2. Hunden's on 1, and quickly collected by Rops. They'll fade away because the smoke is doing the exact same, and that puts them in a perfect position. I love that reverse.
You can see 3 towards B, ready to bust their way through it. Rops is normally anchoring these bomb sites, but he has got Frozen with him. Mass in hand, and where's the spacing here? He's been complimenting Mad Lions for that sort of play recently. That wasn't their best approach, allowing them to reset the aim, and here comes Bubsky though, trying to save the round. 2-on-2 with a minute remaining. All for Chris J, and the bomb is down in that B bomb site.
Good headshot from Bubsky. Really, and again, one can be sacrificial. The low HP may not even be required because Chris is caught peeking with a knife out, and Bubsky's pretty exposed.
Yeah.
And his name just keeps popping up on our kill feed. shockingly, but it's Acor that's going to get robbed. So a mid-door battle. The drops try and push through aggressively. Straight caught. Speaking of aggressive and smoke and pushing, Shush finds Kerrigan at long, so that's 2 kills already for Mad Lions. They've only lost 1 player in turn, so they're in a decent situation. More so because Woxic is forced out of B. This is extremely fast.
This is a brawl, as they'll be coming through B tunnels here. There's only 1 player on the side right now, so this is his chance. If he can beat them to the bomb site, he's got a chance of holding them off now. There's the first kill, Matt. He gets another. This round is back off of Mousesports, and he's done it. 2 versus 1 now. Frozen.
Was it the crossfire, the standard setup? He didn't see anyone from the door, so it's a good anticipation, but Acor's got great positioning. Flash keeps them back, smoke up, and he's going to flash himself through. This is so aggressive, and Chris J's gone. He can fade back through the smoke. He was willing at that point, I think, to trade himself out, but no one else peeking. He gets back, the team's there, Frozen. Pistol to at least get 1 back on the Deagle, and they've got a headshot angle. They've got a second. Hunden at least takes him down. It got a little awkward considering Bubsky's fast play.
Oh, the boost again, and it's an ideal weapon, but they're aware of it this time. The Molotov in a prime spot there just to get them off that position. They don't check Gandalf. This is getting very scrappy now. Shush pretty much has to take this challenge, which he will, and he'll nail it. Coming in towards long, though, and it's going to be Woxic somehow getting that shot on Acor. I don't know where from. As in CT spawn, 1 versus 1 now. The jump shot, it tries to connect. It looked good for a second there, but now the reposition coming through.
Woxic knows he's going back toward Cat. He read that perfectly. Tried to distance himself, Shush. Tried to hold the wall and get away, but Woxic, rather than playing the bomb, played the man. Not even flashed in. Just goes clean. Molotov behind him. He's willing to sacrifice himself to get a kill, and it works out. Pistols take him 1 by 1. That's all you need. No gun retrievable because of that, but again, it's a decent play, but you're right. Kerrigan's already behind them. He knows it. Patience pays off in this situation, or does it? Because Bubsky's wise and turns around.
Yeah.
It is a tough one because you want to line up a headshot with the Deagle exactly like that. Apparently Frozen's quicker to do so, but it's difficult with the back turn. It's all going right for Mousesports afterwards, though, because that information alone, they know they're heading back over toward B in middle. Op shot that misses. Rop slides underneath.
They'll be making their way through. Luckily for them, there's no T-side utility either now, so he can actually come down to these AWP headshots. We'll see if they're delivered. There's the first one. Woxic doesn't miss many. And Hunden now with the AUG on site. Needs at least 2 kills here. Not going to get anything. And this is absolutely clinical from Mousesports here. With the double AWPs, you wouldn't think it'd be this. Will be Molotov. We'll see what happens here. No smoke.
Yeah,
and the bomb. Okay.
Considering they bought
that's what we're looking for.
Like, what was you just not going to use that? Like, you're absolutely right. What a tight choke point to go into cleanly. Sure, they use it afterwards. Oh, yeah, there's a guy there. We probably should do that, but it's already lost at that point.
Not a massive amount of damage, though. He'll be okay with that. 76 points in health as Chris J. This is what he's known for. The Flying Dutchman up towards Shaw, looking for a third. Can't quite get it yet, but that's a great start. The bomb goes down towards Shaw. 5 on 3. Doesn't have to commit to that one. Even nailed the shot, to be fair.
Bubsky's going to try and take advantage of the fact that they will have their attention toward Catwalk. As a result, however, Kerrigan, a little slow with the aim, but does get the kill onto him, and that should be pretty much round over at this point. The Molotov misses, the smoke does not, but Frozen slides out behind the AWP player on the T side, and they're not going to go. I'm surprised there's that much hesitation. Instead, they want to go for the drop. That's a decent play, but Kerrigan got the call. Thankfully, Chris J was able to spot that. Otherwise, I think Kerrigan goes down. Awkward situation with the CZ75, and Acor's the next to join. Kerrigan will eventually fall, but Chris is still holding. No problems, no mistakes. Takes down Hunden to finalize the round, 10-4.
That's some loss bonus for Mad Lions, but it's the final round, and there's the opening pick. Woxic maybe a little overzealous there at the start of the round. Now, do they want to commit something quickly off this? Apparently so. Some of these solo plays towards long have been a bit questionable, but maybe it'll be enough to take the attention away as they go for the fast B split once again. This has to be a quick kill. Rops now, AK-47, capable of winning this round. Not going to happen. 2 on 2.
This is tough. That smoke's going to make this possible, and thankfully for his sake, the Molotov went the other direction. They no longer have any damage-dealing utility to take him down, so he is firmly in this, and he can sacrifice himself for Chris. But Chris would still have the pressure of hitting the shot on an AWP. Frozen's going to go and join him for that reason. Chris does it himself. That's brilliant to find Acor through the door.
Astralis hit on train,
exactly.
I think, yeah.
Yep, they throw it to the A side in the opening round. Woxic and Rops to start the killing for Mousesports. Try to find their second pistol round in this game. Make it a 12-4 scoreline, maybe put it to bed early as Woxic gets Acor on top of the site. It's just Shush remaining, and I think he'll soon be shushed with this many players against him and everyone peering down over the ledge. Kerrigan finds the kill first.
Flash over. Could find him a kill, but Rob's ready and waiting. He's going to get only the 1, but Chris J, he knows there's a few kills available here. Goes for 3, maybe 4, and it'll be Frozen to close things out there. 14-4 overall.
But he's now going to head to the cave, but 2 players already there. Frozen gets first blood. Decent utility damage. Bubsky's aware that they're coming. Good timing. He was fully blind.
He was.
But he just suspected there would be a peek, and he made no mistake in the shots. Frozen does immediately remove him after with the creek, however.
Damn. All right, well, the shots really are landing now. Oh, Carrigan, that's crispy. I enjoy that shot a lot. Bit of action towards the door from Carrigan, and then he'll have Woxic towards the tunnels, as the first one is great, second even better. He will survive this, but...
overstate their odds or their chances at this point in time, though. Mousesports look like we're...
Time, it was nuts.
Good find from Bubsky to get baited in, though. Carrigan actually wanted to go aggressively toward the smoke. They thought they cleared out middle. That's going to give Roy the confidence to push back from Catwalk. He knew they're already sneaking in behind them. So if they think they're safe, they're far from it. Bomb's going to be recovered, and now they've isolated and segregated the two to pay onto Chris that he can make. They do with it, actually. Better than that, he finds the kill. He's helped tremendously by the fact that Hunden took the aggro away. He finds two, in fact, on the situation. Rops is still trying to get the bomb back. Hunden's going to subside. He has to.
Up against Rops now, who does have a flashbang available to him. This is just going to come down to one bullet, and Rops will be the one to nail it. That's impressive, but to be fair, even if Hunden wins any sort of CT access, we're going to have Woxic here up and towards that heaven position. Chris J, lovely work with the USP. He is very good with that weapon. The bomb goes down, process that information, but here's Carrigan now overwhelmed and taken down.
So just two remaining, Rops and Frozen, the young stars, the fraggers. They've already got one, Bubsky, but Frozen's gone. He's traded out by Roy immediately after, and Rops, he couldn't hit the shots. Acor got time to put the bomb down and turn back. Molotov off the stairs toward control room as well. That means the crossfire setup, which is often so potent, isn't established, and Carrigan Deagle can't do more than get a single kill. Mind you, Mouse still does have the man advantage as a result of that, and I thought Bubsky was going to pull it back. They go one better because Frozen finds a headshot at Hut. Woxic above knows that bomb is being planted. It's not going to hit the ground. At least not with a timer enabled on top of it, as Acor sneaks around back and
close it out with no kits available, but this is looking very good for Mousesports now. 30 seconds, surrounded and taken down. That's Robs to get the final kill. You can see that Acor's not slowing down at all, it seems. He's going straight through these flames, trying to open things up. There's lots of flashes, lots of confusion here. The trade should be coming through, but it's Carrigan and Frozen remaining ice cold towards the upper bomb site, and it's a clean sweep so far. 5-on-1, Hunden with just the CZ here. Not really much he can do with it, hoping just to get a cheeky frag in the corner, but Ops has found him, should be able to take him down, no problem. Running through the flames.
The lockers, they will elevate one player into the heavens. Carrigan's already gone, so is Frozen, so they better hope Heaven pays off. Woxic only with one kill so far, aggressive on the AWP. Shut down immediately, and it's now 4-on-2. And Mad Lions, unwilling to relinquish the lead, will take one back. Acor's even ready for the fact that Chris is lurking around outside and is completely unaware that he's at that angle. Starting to add up already.
It's a big round. Vision removed early on into the round. They've gone quickly towards the main entrance as well. Nice shot. But still, they're going to commit. Frozen more than ready for it. Looks like the round is done.
Yeah.
And nice fast pacing from Mad Lions. They're changing things up. Shush at this point just trying to cause some financial damage, but Voxy's not going to miss that shot. Nice work from him.
T side already up on top of Red Crate. As a result, they Molotov off of the secret stairs, and that's a smart play to make because that means no one can counter peek him and he can focus toward lockers, toward Heaven. Meanwhile, though, it's all the action on top of the site, on the floor, as Frozen finds two again. Take that back, he's got one. Voxic supports it, but Shush is going to try and run him down, catch him off. He's done that easily, but it's traded by Rops, and he was the last alive, so that concludes the round.
Certainly does. Take a bit of damage at the start, but should be absolutely fine. Chris J will be going down, though. Frozen to pick up the pieces here. Nice work. Big spray down. You can see the flashbang from Vox. They actually assisted with 3 of those kills.
Yeah, and hard to say if they were all blinded, but certainly it helps the situation. This isn't going to help the situation inside a garage for Woxic as he goes down, but Frozen closes out on that kill as well. That's an ace for him. So that's where you do feel rather defeated at the end of the half, and you need to just snap out of that very quickly when you swap over.
Really nice for Frozen, this one. Against an eco, sure, but
toward Radio. He's aggressive to try and hold this with an AK. He knows the utility's gone behind him, and that means they're going in. He finds all 3. AK CT side. You can see the potency the headshots have.
Looks like we might be all said and done here. Perhaps not. Roy does catch Voxic out of position. Same story for Chris J as well. They could actually transition this. They're going to throw a Molotov towards the vent. It forces one of them out. Is that Carrigan? It must be with the Orc.
Wow, Roy.
How has this happened, man? It's all of a sudden 3 kills out of nowhere, and it goes down, not even to a 1-on-1. Hunden closes the round out.
And left with little to work with. Nades a little bit early. from Frozen. They're both going to back off. They're both going to change positions, and that's because the Molotovs came through the skyline. Up above is Chris J. Manages to reset his aim. That was close, because aiming straight down is a tricky. Acor's left with 2 to find. AWP, but he's going to get flanked. And Mousesports take back control and win the half. So from the window, so he has to control this angle. Needs to be aware they sneak through the smoke. He had the right anticipation, but no kill as a result. Tough to rotate the aim when looking straight up as well, as Rops only gets 1, but Shush trades off of him. They're only down a man. Bomb planted. You can actually give the advantage slightly to them in the fact that they've smoked off decontamination. If they find the kill at ramp, they certainly could control that round, because they could fall back and use that as coverage, peek accordingly. Hunden has that chance now, but Kerrigan was already inside of the site. Finals today, the finals tomorrow. You take the pick. This game's still anyone's. This series is anyone's as a result of it. Rops to find Hunden. Brings us back to a 4-on-4. Bubsky going to open that door. I was surprised that was good use of sound. He knew exactly where to aim to catch off Woxic, to not give him a chance to turn, and he goes better than that. He finds Rops.
That actually makes it work with clinical aim there, and Roy, I should say, will be finding us a 3-on-1 situation. Bubsky to close things out there. What a round from him.
Second round in a row, he's going to get tagged down to a prime position for a pistol to take him down. He's only on 28 HP. Hunden's going to wrap back down through the control stairs. Woxic has been found. Shush will add to the kill total for Mad Lions, and it is a slaughter. They get the bomb in position, but they nade.
Yeah, it is a bit of an issue with the game, fortunately. Chris J will be bringing things into massive Mousesports' favor, and just Bubsky on the side now. He can find a couple of kills with backup from Shush. There could be a chance. I'm not sure they'll be aware of the play on the bomb side floor, but Chris J will check it. That confirms the round at this point. 30 seconds remaining. Doesn't even matter. Final kill comes through.
Granted, his feet aren't spotted first. Bubsky. He didn't hit him. Molotov's on top. He's got to get out of there. He's not burned this. He's trying to go for a 1 and then trade himself at that point in time. It works. He at least gets dropped down before he perishes. That gives his defensive core a bit more of a chance. And as a result, Roy's able to swing back out and find Frozen.
I like that a lot. The commitment to the Flames has given them a winnable scenario here, but this is the kill that really counts. Oh, wow. Great shot from Shush here. Should be able to close things out. Not quite. Well, there it is. It's going to be Roy with the incendiary kill towards Acor to really commit towards Secret and go for a pick here. We'll see whether he wants to do it, making his way around the steps. Oh, brutal. Frozen just looks so good today.
Ops. That's easy pickings. Or it was. He knew he went up the ladder. The problem is he's got to go up and get out himself without being spotted. If he gets turned on at that point, he's dead. He's defenseless, but it works. He gets Shush. Now he has access to the upper sight and vision above, but it's Acor that remains. And Mousesports back-to-back rounds. That's in the last 4. Frozen even getting the kill. No AWP saved.
Very fast approach from Woxic. He knows he can hit any shot out here. And his teammate feeling the same. That's Kerrigan dropping down from main entrance. Finds Hunden quickly. He continues that pace towards the heaven position as well. Wants to make them uncomfortable as possible. Bubsky pulls on back. And Roy keeping them in the round here. They actually have the man advantage now. Can they hold on to it? Maybe not with this position from Kerrigan.
Nade'll soften up the CT in the garage. Not quite. Didn't even do any damage to Roy. Just got him behind him. I think he was around the box enough. Acor's going to go ahead and take care of Kerrigan in the meantime, though. To the money.
Well, I don't think he have much of a chance, because Shush is in a great position here just to close things out. Denies everything. That's a big round for Mad Lions. They felt like this one was
in that direction, though. No feet stomping toward the vents, so there's no panic as of yet for the CTs. They are ready for the hot entrance, though. In fact, they actually lured them over toward the doorway and looked to the right. Kerrigan gets flashed in. It's a decent entrance, but a good hold from Hunden to find 2. We talked about his frag potential. Doesn't matter how many he has, it's how important the ones he does get are, and those 2 are big. Molotov to hold off Heaven, and he's forced out Hunden down below, so they've got control of the site, Mouse.
Not the best Molotov, actually. It's landed too deep, so they still have some control in that area. Flashbang coming through. This is big now. That kill has to come in for Shush, which it does, but Frozen, he hasn't missed many today, and that is massive. 14-12.
Tampa's going to yield nothing, but they'll slowly rotate back. Good news is about a stack is that you can actually work as a unit to go back in the other direction. They've already lost Bubsky. He was the only one that was separate from them. Molotov this time doesn't go deep. It's thrown from a different angle. They'll spray the smoke. They're ready for this. They just can't find where it is.
There come the CTs. If they can find anything out of this, I'll be impressed. That smoke down pretty much denies any sort of access to the bomb site here. Going to be throwing some grenades. Doesn't do too much for them. And here they come, the Swarm. Do they have a kit maybe? Is there something there? I don't think so.
No kit. 10 seconds left. They've all turned back. You're right. It was looking like they were leaving the site a little.
Sets his teammates up with the flashbangs here. Acor needs to hit a great shot, which he does. Chris J removed. Can't get the second. Nice trade from Kerrigan.
Spray control from Rops, successful. Beat them down below, but he's already late. 3-on-3 if he gets a kill. However, in the window, things change, but traded out as Woxic nails the headshot in return. And Roy knows what's next. He needs to get this kill on Woxic, and he cannot. Otherwise, this series might be over. It's Hunden versus 2.
Straight away, and now a desperate grenade. Doesn't do any damage. 20 seconds remaining. He's got nothing to work with at all, and that's going to be a nice comeback from Mousesports there. Losing both pistols as well, you noted that.